Good morning. Oh, it is 7:36 and everyone's still asleep in my household. Today's the day we're looking at a wedding venue, which is really exciting. It's called Whistle Barns. I think the inside's fully I'm tired of it. I think the inside has been fully done. It's just the outside that I'm not sure what the venue is going to look like because it's a new venue. But really excited. It's in Derbyshire, about 50 minutes away from where we are now. Ida's getting looked after by her auntie and uncle and cousins, so it's going to be a Holly and Will day, which is really exciting. Hopefully I'll take a few clips, and then I'm hoping afterwards we can go for lunch and then debrief what our thoughts are on this venue. I'm not sure how many venues is the average amount that you look at when you're looking at a venue. Choosing a venue for a wedding, but I think I want to see a couple. There is a sister venue of the place we're going now that's also about 50 minutes away. That is fully developed. I think it's been there for years, so I would like to see that venue, and it's similar pricings as the one we're looking at today. So I think that's going to be venue number 2. And yeah, I might see if my partner wants to decide on a venue as well. But I think after today we'll have a few answers or a few more questions to ask ourselves, which is good because we've not done anything. The only thing that we've done in terms of the wedding is I've got my wedding dress, which I was not expecting, but I went in June or July? June? Can't remember. With my cousins, my nan and my mum when she was over here in England, and I found the one. So we bought it. My dad, my mum and dad both got it for me, and my nanny got my veil. And it was a really special moment. I'm so glad that it happened the way that it did. And yeah, so that's literally the only thing we've done for the wedding, which I was not expecting to do so far out because we're thinking of getting married in 2027. We're thinking March, April time, 2027. So we've got a while, but I'm hoping today we'll just clarify a little bit more in terms of, the big purchases being the venue and the food. The place we're going to today has in-house caterer, and I've actually heard of them before when looking at other venues as well. So it's obviously a really well-known catering. The lowest price I think for a meal, 3-course meal, is like £48.95, which is like the cheapest I've found. Not that, we obviously want to make sure the quality's there, which I'm sure it is, but I also don't want to pay an extortionate amount on a meal. But yeah, it's a lot of money. And then I'm sure today we'll also clarify numbers in terms of how many people we can have at our wedding, how many people we've kind of created a guest list. But because I'm obviously from Australia, we like to invite people from Australia, other than my family, or do we just have a get together the next time we go to Oz after our wedding? It's just tricky to know what the right thing to do is in terms of how we feel. But we shall see. But anyway, I'm going to do my makeup. We need to drop Isla off before 8 o'clock, so I've got probably an hour and a bit, and then Isla will be awake and stuff, so I need to stop talking, get myself looking somewhat presentable, and ready for the day. But hopefully the next clips will be with the venue, or I'll take pictures of the walk through here, and there's the groom's room if they want to, but I think we'll just keep that for the ladies. There's this here, and then there's toilets. Where did they say toilets were? Gents and ladies. Let's go. I didn't check out the toilets, to be fair. Oh, nice. Plenty of bathrooms. Oh, there's also this area where people can get changed if they've travelled a bit. Pardon? Yeah. And then was this the bridal area? Hold that for me. So we've got a nice sofa. This out here. Oh, this is open. Go have a look. Woo. So we can watch everyone coming down that road to the venue. It's a bit of a construction site at the moment. It's all good. We've got the, whoa, I nearly slipped. The lake, and back through here. So this is where I will be getting dolled up. Got and then bathrooms, I think, in here. Yeah, a bathroom. And then there's the big bathrooms not far as well. Nice. Hello. So the previous videos that you would have seen would have been when we were at Whistle Barns. I just thought I would quickly film. I've just finished work, so thought I would quickly, while I've got a few minutes before having to do all the bits that have become a part of being a mum, like dinner and getting the child and stuff like that, I thought I would go through it. So because we went for a viewing, we got this lovely little folder of all like key information and details. They've also sent us a like a link that showcases certain bits, like it goes a bit more in detail about the caterers as well, which I've been obviously looking at because that's like the second next like biggest purchase when it comes to a wedding. It's the venue and then the food. So yeah, I've been looking at those, and they've got like such a large variety to choose from, and you can have like 3-course sit down meal, you can have sharer stuff, you can have they've got all different like canapé options and all different evening food options and stuff. So yeah, that's been really good to have a look at that, and there'd definitely be something that Will and I would like on there, within there, which is good. They basically printed off available dates that are still remaining. We gave them a list of dates we had in mind, and they provided us with a list on what they still have available. Then yeah, just details about like the venue and it being new, why choose them as a venue, more reasons to fall in love, so personalised online wedding planner, which is available as once you book. It's dog friendly, they do outdoor weddings as well, and it's fixed, a fixed venue, higher price, so you won't all of a sudden get any additional fees leading up to your wedding. And you also get a complimentary place at their wedding food tasting as well. And they've also got a list of hand-picked suppliers that have worked with themselves and their sister companies. So you know that they know the venue, they know the staff, and they definitely know what they're doing because they're suppliers that have worked at a lot of weddings, which is great. And yeah, just all other details. They've got accommodation prices. So this is they've got shipping containers that are going to be made. So there's going to be 21 altogether. I think there's 17 doubles and 3 families. And then obviously the one for myself and my partner for the night. So yeah, prices there, but they're available from the 1st of August. So they weren't there. Like you could see where they've like smoothed all the land for the shipping containers to be, but yeah, they've not been created yet. And a bit more information about pricings and check-in times and things like that. And then they also provide you with like a how to book. So day 1 you reserve your date and you have 7 days no obligation. So if you then have a panic attack within 7 days, you can change. And then day 2, you contact the registry office or the church. So basically, it's Ilkeston is the registrars that we would have to contact, because that's the area of which we will be getting married if we chose this venue. So you basically call them up, see if they've got that date, see what times they have available, and then go from there. So you'd want to do that, yeah, within day 2, so within that reservation period of 7 days, to make sure you can actually get married at the time and the place that you want. And then after 7 days, you sign the booking form. And then at day 14, the initial venue hire payment is due. So that's 25% of the total venue hire fee. And then the second one's 25%, exactly 12 months before your book date. And the remaining 50% is needed 12 weeks before your wedding day. And day 21, the fun stuff really begins. So you get access to, their online wedding planner, and you can get really stuck in with the planning, which is good. And then in terms of caterers, I think it's like within 10 days of Whistle Barnes processing your initial venue hire payment, Jenkinses were right to introduce themselves. But I don't think anything really happens until a lot closer to the wedding. A bit of a debrief. We absolutely loved the wedding venue, so we can definitely see ourselves getting married there. The venue felt like us. It didn't feel too like bougie or like, I don't know, it just felt nice, and it's definitely like an industrial chic feel to it. They have a lot of green foliage that stays there, so it can't be taken down, which I love. I loved the black panels for the barn, and just the staircase is just absolutely beautiful. So yeah, and they've got their own kind of bar, which I think is very English. So really loved the venue. We want to go and visit the sister company of this venue, which I can't remember what it's called. It started with H. Let me find it. I've still got my computer open. Whistle Barnes. And I've contacted them. Hanbury Barnes, which looks really, really nice as well. It has been there for a while, so it's fully completed, so we'll be able to kind of get an understanding of the overall look and feel. They've got pods instead of shipping containers. It's dog friendly again. They also have no corkage drinks, which is the same as Whistle Barnes, so it's pretty much very similar in terms of pardon me, pricing and everything. The main difference that the lady mentioned at Whistle Barnes is that for Whistle Barnes, the ceremony room is like the core wow kind of factor. But whereas at this place at Hanbury Barnes, it is the more where the wedding breakfast is, it's more like a bit more of a wow factor. So yeah, it just depends what you're after. I mean, it's still beautiful. It's like a barn where you get married. But yeah, so I've emailed them to see certain time slots and dates that they have available. They've got quite a few in January. They've got loads of open days in January, because obviously not as many weddings happen. So not sure if we should try and squeeze another one this month, or if we should sit tight and wait for February, because there's no real rush. But I did send them dates that we were wanting to look at, just to see what they had available. And they have one, I'm pretty sure, that we kind of really would want. So it's like, do we just go and then kind of almost lock it in? But yeah, I'm not sure what to do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit of a, I mean, I took videos, but I also didn't want to I wanted to listen and embrace the moment that was looking at our first ever wedding venue. Comment below how many wedding venues you actually went to. Because I know some people were one and done, you know, or if you always had somewhere in mind and you went there and then you just knew. Like I said, I would 100% get married at this wedding venue. It was beautiful. The lady was nice. The fact that they've got a lot of different wedding venues, I feel like they know what they're doing, and I feel like I can put my trust in them. Obviously, it would be great if they were already established, so then I could have seen reviews and that kind of thing. But I'm sure they use great staff members, and they're not like a franchise, but I guess they've just got loads of wedding venues kind of around the within 50 minutes plus of where we are based in Leicester. So yeah, very exciting times, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and comment, and if you want me to video the next
venue, then please let me know and I'll make sure that I do that. Okay,